My mom kicked me out of the house 9 years ago to please my stepdad, saying she didn't want to see a reminder of my dad in her house. Now that I'm about to have my daughter, she comes back and says it's my obligation to name my daughter after her as a tribute. Mind you, we hadn't spoken in 9 years, so it was definitely weird. She didn't ask anything about me and just jumped straight into talking about my daughter. That's when, out of nowhere, she told me she'd always dreamed of having a granddaughter named after her and was happy her dream would finally come true. I asked her what she was talking about, and she said, obviously, I was going to name my daughter after her. For context, my great-grandmother did the same with my grandma, and my grandma did it with my mom, so I guess my mom assumed I'd do the same. I told her I wasn't going to do that and that I never planned on continuing that tradition. She asked me what I meant and if I already had a name picked out. I said no, just that I didn't want to name my daughter after her because she didn't mean anything to me anymore and hadn't been my mom for a long time. She said that was ridiculous, that everyone had respected the tradition, and it was my obligation to do the same. Since I wanted to be difficult, she said she was coming to my house to settle things and demand her rights. Then she hung up. My grandma called me right after, all worked up, saying my mom was serious and had stopped by her place, saying she was coming to my house. So, as I'm